There's nothing like it in the world of professional bowling. The PBA League. 12 teams made up of the world's greatest bowlers, each trying to capture the Elias Cup. Tonight, it's the Elias Cup Championship with Kyle Troup, Kris Prather, and the defending champion Portland Lumberjacks, taking on Andrew Anderson, AJ Johnson, and the all-new Las Vegas High Rollers. Who will capture the Elias Cup? The championship match starts right now here on FS1. Just moments from our nation's capital is Bowlero Centreville in Virginia, where tonight we will award the Elias Cup. It's been home to the PBA for the last few days. Tonight it culminates with a championship match of the 2020 PBA League. The defending champion Portland Lumberjacks, winners of the Anthony Division, look to win back-to-back Elias Cups against Carter Division champion Las Vegas. The expansion High Rollers won a thriller in a roll-off here last night, knocking out two-time champion Dallas. In the finals, we moved from a race to two match to a best-of-5 championship match. The first team to win 3 games takes the 2020 Elias Cup. Now let's meet our competitors and team managers.
Portland Lumberjacks. Defending Elias Cup champs.
Let's meet the defending Elias Cup champions, the Portland Lumberjacks. He is a member of the 2015 National Championship team at Wichita State, Packy Hanrahan. A 2-time Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award winner, Martin Larsen. With 3 PBA Tour victories, including the 2020 Tournament of Champions. He is an Elias Cup champion, Kris Prather. He owns 6 PBA Tour titles and a share of the current Elias Cup, Kyle Troup. A 10-time PBA champion and US Open winner, Wes Malott. The Portland Lumberjacks are managed by 3-time World Amateur Bowler of the Year and USBC Hall of Famer, Tim Mack. Let's meet the Las Vegas High Rollers.
Oh yeah, baby!
Vegas High Rollers. Ready to roll some high numbers in the PBA League.
Yeah! Let's go!
The 10-time Venezuelan Player of the Year, Ildemaro Ruiz. A 6-time member of Team USA and Elias Cup champion, AJ Johnson. An 11-time member of Team England with 1 PBA Tour victory, Richie Teece. A USBC Masters champion with 2 PBA Tour titles, the 2018 PBA Player of the Year, Andrew Anderson. He owns 4 PBA Tour titles with a pair of major victories, François, Lavoie. The Las Vegas High Rollers, managed by PBA Hall of Famer Malott Monticelli.
Welcome, bowling fans, to Championship Wednesday at the 2020 PBA League here on FS1. Great to have you with us, Dave Ryan, alongside Randy Peterson, my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, joined throughout the broadcast, as always, lane-level interviews with Kimberly Pressler. Randy, we started this new and improved PBA League, up from 8 to 12 teams this year. 60 bowlers down, as 2 teams left. Vegas, one of them. Expansion high rollers had some high drama last night getting to the championship, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did. I mean, they took on a real strong Dallas Strikers team, and they split the 2 games and then went to a real exciting roll-off. But, they didn't do anything real big last night in terms of scores, but this team ham and egged it really nice together, Dave. And then it came down to the roll-off, and it went 2 balls. And you know what? These guys stepped up nicely. But Frankie Lavoie got switched from anchor to the 4 spot. They moved Andrew to anchor in game 2, and then they go to the roll-off, and there's the winning shot thrown by Andrew Anderson right there. Portland, on the other hand, well, they really weren't pushed at all. They won 2-0. They won the first game by 1 pin, but it really wasn't a match because Wes Malott strikes out in the 10th frame to lock it up. And then the second game, they went 233-192. Prather was perfect. Martin Larsen was perfect, and Wes Malott just did what he had to do in the 10th frame. They're making their 3rd out of the last 4 finals here at the Elias Cup. Big question for me, Dave. Will Lady Luck shine down once again on the high rollers, or will the Lumberjacks bring the big axes tonight?
Those are big questions, Randy, to answer tonight here in Centerville. Odds are live at Fox Bet, available in Pennsylvania and Colorado and all other states for entertainment purposes only. -110 for each on a moneyline bet.
That sounds pretty even to me.
That it does. These 2 teams want that trophy, the Elias Cup. When we come back to Virginia, time to bowl for the final time in the 2020 PBA League. The PBA on FS1 is brought to you by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news at a located bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. By Light Life, the official plant-based burger partner for the PBA. At Light Life, our passion is making great tasting plant-based food with simple, clean ingredients. And by Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low. Save money at rate.com today. Only a 20-mile drive from the Washington Mall here in Centerville, Virginia. Getting set for the championship matchup, Portland and Las Vegas. Now to Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Dave. So, Wes, this is the 3rd time out of 4 years that the Lumberjacks have found themselves in the championship match. But previous years, you guys have been in Portland with that epic crowd behind you. How much do you miss that atmosphere right about now?
Oh, that crowd is everything. Those guys in Portland, I know some of them are out there watching. I hope we do them proud tonight, and I hope we're able to bring the cup back to Portland and we can defend again next year so that these guys can be themselves and be crazy and be loud and be what we want them to be. I hope we're able to do that for them tonight.
Well, good luck to you and your team tonight.
Thanks, Kim.
And Andrew, I heard there was a lineup change. You're going to start an anchor on that left lane. Frankie has been on the left lane as anchor in previous matches. Why did you guys decide to do that?
Yeah, first 3 shots of practice here, way different. And I found it the quickest. And, we may be young, but I've tried to take on a leadership role here and try to get everybody loosened up. We're a little nervous. We are going up against the reigning champs, but we're here to spoil the party. So we want to get after it early.
All right, well, thank you, and good luck to you guys tonight as well.
Well, you heard Andrew Anderson talk about the lanes being a little different tonight. When we were on at the break, I actually talked to both managers, Tim Mack and Ildemaro, who both said the lanes are playing completely different. They're much tighter. But with that being said, there's still going to be friction to the outside part of the lane and oil in. So the players are going to have to find that oil line quickly and then just stay on top of it.
Time to bowl here, Randy. Lumberjacks lineup: Larsen, Packy, Troup, Prather, and Wes in Baker Bowling. Best out of 5 here tonight. Bigger and better to finish up the 2020 PBA League. Martin Lurtz starts us off. Championship Wednesday with a strike.
Good job, brother. Good job. Good job. Way to go, man.
Getting back to the oil pattern, Tim Mack said that the players are playing them a little bit differently and went to different equipment, some stronger equipment. And Malott went as far to say that they're actually adding some surface to their bowling balls.
Here's A.J. Johnson. Tim Mack also talked about wanting to finish on the right lane. That was during the practice session. Oh! If it goes 5, they'd be on the right lane to finish this out. Great start, A.J. Johnson. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with what you feel most comfortable with, and that's obviously the decision they made, is to bowl on that right lane more often than the left, if need be.
New format this year. Got to win 3 games to take home the cup. Last year, a double race to 2. And it was a clean sweep for Portland over LAX in the championship. Here's Packy Hanrahan. Long lefty, remaining, 3-7.
Shoot it. No, that's the other one. That's the other ball. That's the other ball.
Not enough friction created with this one here, and it goes light. He leaves the 3-7.
Whips. Early open for the defending champs.
Packy, the only southpaw taking the lanes tonight.
Ildemaro Ruiz from the same hometown, Barquisimeto, Venezuela, as manager Hamletto Monticelli has been really good in this competition. Lots of energy, lots of emotion, 2 for Ruiz. There's a strike. Comb it out.
Well,
Come on, baby, let's go. I can pick it up too.
I think that's his reaction to Kyle Troup's pick.
I love it.
I mean, that is a pretty impressive beard right there.
It's fear of the beard for sure.
Yeah,
for Ruiz.
You can tell he spent some time on that.
And here's the pro with the throw right here. Kyle Troup. Taylorsville, North Carolina. Won his 6th title this year. PBA Tour Finals in Florida. 2-8 double wood.
Shoot the 2, shoot the 2.
Right here you can see how that ball's struggling to get back to the pocket, and just again reiterating the fact that the lanes are playing a little bit tighter.
Two-8 covers, nicely done.
Good boy, good boy. Come on.
And hearing
Starts with you, Shark.
about your conversation with the managers, Kimberly's pregame interview as well. Really interesting how late that development took place, because they don't get a lot of practice on the TV pair.
Yeah, but it doesn't take a lot of practice to realize that something's different, especially after they've bowled on this TV pair for about 3 straight days.
Oh, baby! Come on!
Teece, solid. The high rollers taking advantage of the open frame from Packy Hanrahan. Here's Kris Prather. He's just had a tremendous last year. PBA playoffs, $100,000. TOC, huge paycheck. Look out, it's the big 4.
Well, this is ugly early.
Get 2, let's go, get 2.
You can tell that shot right there that Kris was afraid to throw it to the right.
Goes at it hard. 6-10 yes, 4-7 no. He's been made in singles competition on TV since Walter A. Williams Jr. did it in 2004 in suburban Atlanta. It is a tough spare to pick up the Big Four. All right, here's Lavoie, and the high rollers are rolling right now, heading toward the midway point of this first game. Oh my goodness, back-to-back Big Fours.
Me too. Hey, 2 here.
All right. It's been a while since I've seen that. That shot actually looked pretty good, and I think Frankie might be surprised how much it hooked down lane.
There's a chance to go up by 60 pins with a strike. Instead, open frame, 4-7 up.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Well, you know, early on you could see just by the scores and the shape of the bowling balls going down the lane, going down both lanes, that something's a little bit different tonight. I don't know if it was because we had the heavy rains last night or what changed, but there's something different that's affected the soil pattern.
Anchor bowler Wes Malott, and the 8-pin up for Big West.
Shoot the 1. Shoot the 1.
Last night before, you would see bowling balls just banking off of that spot down lane, and now they're just pushing another couple of feet towards the pins before the ball starts to curve.
Come on, guys. 220 is going to may have a chance to win this game, right? We all find a way to get one shot. I would agree. Put a little heat on them.
You heard the message from manager Tim Mack.
Yeah, I think that's a good message to send to his guys.
It's coming in high, 4-7 up, could have been worse. At least it wasn't another Big Four for Andrew Anderson.
Looks like there's a little more recovery on that left lane.
Make the move, get it to your spot. Roll a little bit more, maybe.
There's the mark. So Lavoie and Anderson have flip-flop in the 4-hole and anchor spot throughout this Elias Cup event. PBA League is underway from Centerville, Virginia. Throw with a throw. Kyle Troup trying to pick it out, hoping for a win. Johnson and company have other ideas.
It looks way tighter to the right. Just roll it to the right. Speed it. Get it a little. You know, yours got 4. Your hammer's in a good spot. Just a little tighter to the right down lane. I don't think it's the Rubicon. I don't think it is at all. I think if you want, you can move 1 back right and just get your hand in. What do you think? Tell me what you're thinking. Oh, well, if you missed it, then just make sure you get it. Then don't move. Don't move and get it.
Yeah, he's telling Kyle to just make sure that he gets it at the bottom, meaning that he's not holding back and he's going to try to give it, really give it the business at release, making sure that he feels comfortable doing that. I'm going to go to that for this shot, right?
6 of 9 strikes so far for Larsen. Expecting this match to begin things for Portland and begins the second half of game 1 in style.
Tim Mack, what is so much different from tonight than last night, and what are the adjustments you're making?
Randy, it's a great question. We're making some adjustments on the fly. We feel like the lane is a lot tighter, so the balls aren't coming off the spot as hard. So we're going to move Packy 1 left here and try to roll 1. We're going to get the big fella to try to roll it and make sure Kyle Hicks stays his hand in it. And Prather just missed left, so we're going to make sure that he gets to the right, and we should be good. A lot of game left.
Thanks, Tim.
Ten strikes so far. Johnson make it
that one, huh?
11.
Let's go! Come on!
The power hitting leadoff batter gets it done again for Las Vegas. He's been incredible.
I could see AJ after his bowling career is over with being a motivational speaker.
Oh, how about that one, huh? There you go, AJ. Let's go! Come on! Let's go!
Back to Packy.
Yeah, there you go.
1-2 pocket, crunches them all into the pocket, and into the pin. Wow, what a shot.
One good one. Make sure you get it with your hand, right?
Well, that's
Put us
called
right back in the
commitment
ball game
because,
here, okay?
you know, he made a little adjustment, but he committed to it, and then he executed.
So you have pro with a fro. How about cool with a comb? For Ildemaro.
Figure out something that rhymes with beard. I mean, that's some really nice facial fescue right there.
Oh. World class.
Yes, baby! Come on! Great shot, Malott! Great shot!
Ruiz rips through the rack. Another big
Great
strike
job,
for Las Vegas. It's been fun to watch the entire
really has.
PBA league. I love it.
And he's bowled really well in this event.
He's backed it up, no doubt. Number on Troup so far. 8th frame, 6-10.
Run it over. Run it over.
Kyle doesn't like his
Make sure we got
look.
information for the next-
Remember, he
make sure we
went
got
light,
information for the next time we come over here. We gotta see
and
it
now
one
he
time.
goes high
All right.
and comes back shaking his head. You know, he does not like where he's at right now. Not sure if it's his alignment or if it's the bowling ball that he's into right now, but he is not comfortable.
6-10 has his mark.
Fair. Okay. Take it up, buddy.
Portland needed strikes.
Fair. We just take the information.
8th frame now. Teece steps up. Chance for a 44-pin lead for Las Vegas.
The most important thing is throw good shots. Just make sure we remember.
We'll start from just outside London, England.
Yeah.
Richie Teece. Yes!
Yeah, baby! Let's go! Good shot, baby. Great shot. Great shot. Yes. Yeah, go to the next.
You got the picture now.
Move over there. We'll make the simple move over there. We gotta get him the next game. All right, we gotta start thinking about the next game.
Huge lead for Vegas. And you can hear Tim Mack say, look, let's look ahead to game 2. Prather, trip 10. A strike in the right lane. Remember, this is best of 5. Long way to go here, wrapping up the 2020 PBA league.
Well, what they're doing is they're talking to each other saying, listen, let's just remember what we're doing now so that when we come back here for game 3, we've got a better picture. I mean, they really do a great job of talking to one another to try to paint a picture of what the oil pattern's giving each and every player.
Lavoie, 2-time U.S. Open champ. All 10 back, and what a game here for Las Vegas. Game 1, best of 5. They are rolling the defending champs, who haven't lost a game thus far in PBA League. Beat LAX easily. Have the 1-pin win over Brew City in game 1 last night in the race to 2. Then just blasted Marshall Holman's team in the second game. Anchor bowler Wes Malott steps up.
Well, since we came back from break, the players are now 8 for 9.
These are the best bowlers in the world. They're going to figure it out.
Maybe just not enough practice. They went through the first half of this game, and then with all the chatter and the talk, maybe found something.
Okay.
Portland with 2 seeds in the Anthony division. Malott strikes. Got a bye to the divisional semifinals.
That's all right.
Vegas, the 4 seed in the Carter division. Had to go through Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and then 2-time Elias Cup champ Dallas last night.
And I am just where I just got to where we started the last 2 days.
A lot of communication, as Randy pointed out.
Good to know, bro.
I mean, look at those numbers. 18 to 2 on the right of your screen. That's some serious sideways throwing.
Second half.
Where it's going to fit too, exactly.
Yeah, if we need to get to it.
Anderson trying to wrap it up game 1 for Vegas. And that is mathematically the game. The High Rollers will send the Lumberjacks to their first game loss of this PBA league. But it's a best of 5. A lot of bowling still to come here from Centreville, Virginia. I'm interested to see how Portland responds to a little adversity. Haven't seen much yet.
Good work, boys.
Yeah, those look really good. Those look really good.
Hey, do you want to see the bonus?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Another ball here for Anderson, last shot to wrap up game 1 officially. And that is that, game 1. Best of 5. Anderson, Johnson, Lavoie, Ruiz, Teece. Impressive over the defending champs. But Randy, we've got a long way to go with the best of 5, right?
Yeah, we really do. But the Lumberjacks better start knocking down some lumber if they want to even up this match. Lots more bowling to come. Stay with us. It's the Elias Cup Finals.
Welcome back to the Elias Cup Championship Finals here on FS1 right now. I am joined by Kyle Troup. And Kyle, little bit of a rough patch for you in that first match. What went wrong? Why were you struggling so much?
You know, the lanes are definitely playing a little different than we've seen the previous 2 days. My first shot wasn't very good. I loved my second one, so it just tells me I'm a little too far right. We got good communication skills with the team. We're feeling confident going into the next game.
Well, there's lots of game left, so how do you refocus?
It's game 2. It's a best of 5 for a reason. We knew we were going to be in a battle. These guys aren't here by accident. They're bowling really good, and we've got a war to go to.
All right, well, let's head into match 2.
Kimberly, Kyle, thanks. The Storm PBA World Series of Bowling is our upcoming PBA coverage on FS1 at Fox. Sunday, October 4th, 5:30 Eastern, Go Bowling PBA Cheetah Championship. Call at 7:30 Eastern, FS1 PBA Chameleon Championship. Monday, October 5th, 9 Eastern, FS1 PBA Scorpion Championship. And the PBA playoffs start on Saturday, October 10th, live on Fox at 8 Eastern. We can't wait. Great action coming your way on FS1 and Fox Sports. We heard from Kyle with Kimberly. This is going to be a battle. So here we go, game 2. First game to Vegas, best of 5. Larsen, a strike.
Let's go to manager Amleto Monticelli. Amleto, your team made it look pretty easy there in game 1. Why so much success?
Well, I mean, the lanes are a lot tighter today compared actually to the first TV show. And the guys just made the right adjustment and told them to tighten up the lines and try to throw good shots. And from there, the lanes will tell you what you need to do in the near future.
Thank you, Amleto.
Thanks.
Hall of Fame manager watches A.J. Johnson.
All right.
Thought he had it.
Good shot, good shot.
4-pin stands.
All right.
Great shot, bro. Straight up, take your time.
AJ is very emotional, to say the least. Yep. Been fun to watch this young star, 28 years old, out of suburban Chicago. So he's got a brand new house, 3-bedroom, first house. Just bought, moved into. 4-pin.
All right.
Great shot. Great shot.
Good read. That was a good read.
Got his mark. Now on the left lane, let's see how the Lumberjacks respond. They struggled early in game 1, then got it going, but really it was too little too late. That's the first game, 252-197. Fresh start, game 2. Packy Hanrahan strikes.
Yeah, Pack. That's you. Good job out there, kid. Way to
Beautiful
work.
shot there by Packy on the left lane.
Way to work. Way to work.
Watch this. Boy, he posted that shot beautifully.
Oh, you said you like to follow his crank.
What do I mean by posting the shot, Dave? That means when a player hits the foul line and doesn't move until the ball hits the pins.
Ruiz up here, Randy. And perfect shot, 1-3 pocket. Blast through the rack. Nothing but shrapnel for Ildemaro Ruiz.
He's been so steady throughout. A real bright spot for the high rollers.
You and me.
Two-time Venezuelan Player of the Year.
Kyle needs a strike to get some confidence going.
He felt better about his second effort. We heard from Kimberly in an interview a moment ago. He'll take it.
So maybe 3 was too much, right? Okay. All right, we'll just say, listen.
All the way out to the one board, guys. That's 16-1. That's a 15-board belly to the right.
Flirts with the channel, and the 2 gets a tap late. And you heard Tim Mack as he's walking back toward the team area. All right, too much of an adjustment.
He breaks to win in the second. You know that.
Ruiz and Teece, middle of the lineup, have really been good.
Real good.
For Vegas here. Going to cut to 10, third frame, game 2.
We're not going anywhere! Come on! We're not going anywhere! Let's go! Come on!
The international stars are bringing some energy to the building, Randy.
Yeah, they are. Beautiful shot here by Richie.
We're not going anywhere! Come on! We're not going anywhere! Let's go!
I love the energy.
Kris Prather is more of a cool, calm customer. And what a bowler. Trip 10, down they go for Kris Prather.
Good shot, Howard. Way to go, kid. Good shot. See where his.
Possibly back to a 10-pin match. Numbers so far for Lavoie. Star from Canada.
Yeah, do the right
Locked
thing.
in.
We're lined up now, boys.
I think it's real interesting that 3 of the 5 players on the high rollers are international players. You got Frankie from Quebec, Ildemaro Ruiz from Venezuela, and Richie Teece from England. And it just goes to show just how global the sport is. You know, I remember when Tom Clark first started the World Series of Bowling way back when, and it really opened up a whole new world of worldwide professional bowling.
Big nasty. Crunches the 1-3 pocket.
You know, I was hoping that Wes would strike there and then go over to Richie Teece and say, we're not going anywhere either.
Back up for the next one. Hey, back it up again. Back it up again.
It would have been tremendous. Maybe out of character for Wes, though.
Yeah,
he's
pretty mellow.
Pretty mellow dude. Anderson. Pretty good shot. Hoping for some luck there on the 10. Couple of taps, but it will not drop.
That was close.
I was coming for it.
I don't know. Wes, you know, if you know Wes without the mask, you know, he's obviously one of the nicest guys ever. You didn't know him, he's kind of a scary guy. With the mask on, he's even more scary.
He's a big, strong guy. Pin being reset here. A brief break. Max numbers there, you see them. Front 5 for the Lumberjacks. Lost game 1. 10 pin. Anderson, success. Perfect start, Portland. Some redemption, Randy, in game 2.
Portland perfect through 5. 21 pin lead. Halfway through game 2. If they win this one, we're all tied up.
Kyle Troup had a recent break, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. Dave, you know what the opposite of dirty is?
Clean.
Exactly, and we're talking about a clean break. Right here, trip 2 forward to extend the streak of strikes to 3 in a row. That is a great clean break.
Clean break of the game brought to you by Light Life. Light Life, the official plant-based burger partner for the PBA. At Light Life, our passion is making great tasting plant-based food with simple, clean ingredients.
Sounds delicious.
Can't wait to try one. Can't wait. Second half, game 2. Game 1 went to Vegas easily, but a big turnaround in game 2 here. Portland up 21 pins. Larsen works on a strike for a 31-pin lead.
Come on, baby! Come on! Way to go, kid. He's got it right there. Stay on it. Let's go now. All right? Let off down the line, boys.
Lucky Larsen has been so solid, as has this guy, A.J. Johnson. Nine spare last time to lead off game 2. Second effort, game 2, 6 frame Johnson. Yeah.
5 game left, boys.
Oh, yeah.
5 game left. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Ever since the first commercial break, the players are 21 of 25. And I think it's just really neat how these top professionals figured it out. And check out how these pros are playing the lanes. Prather, Troup, Larsen. Obviously, Packy's the only lefty. You can see where he's playing.
Front 7, yeah! 7 up, 7 down for Portland. They are perfect here in game 2.
Again, Dave, all about making adjustments. They didn't shoot 200 in game 1. Now they got 7 in a row.
Not much you can do against perfection if you're Las Vegas. Ruiz with his team down 41 pins. Those are his numbers. An extra race to 2 match for Vegas. Expansion team. Right through the nose. 3-6-10 stand for Ildemaro.
Start up.
2016 is when Dallas pulled a perfect game on television in the Elias Cup. It's the only one we've had.
Gonna happen tonight? You feel it?
I'm not jinxing this one.
Okay.
I'm saying nothing.
I think it's gonna happen. I'm really positive about it.
Way to go, Dave.
Ruiz has the mark.
Yeah, it's starting to look like game 2 is going to go to the Lumberjacks, and we'll head into game 3 all even. Remember, first team to win 3 games will win the Elias Cup. Look at that scoreboard.
Can you imagine for a second if we were in Portland, Maine right now? They're going for a 300 game.
Oh,
it would just be a raucous scene.
The roof would come off the building.
I tell you what, but it's pretty awesome to see it here in Centreville, Virginia. Looking for 8 for 8s. Yes, indeed.
Don't you forget it.
There's the energy from the pro with a pro. We have come to know and love Kyle Troup.
17 out to 3. Perfect shot for Kyle Troup, and the first real strike he's thrown. Look at the positioning of the shots for the high rollers. I mean, they're just mirroring each other at the arrows, just like 15, 16, 17.
That's amazing. Teece. Great shot, 10 pin.
All right, boys. All right.
Good shot, bro. Good shot.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot.
Force him to throw him more, beat us anyway, so we're fine.
Ring 10. This game's all but over. They'll move back to the left lane where they shot 252 in game 1, throwing the last 7 strikes in a row.
All right, boys. All right.
All right, boys. All right. Come on. All right, heads up, boys. Come on.
All right, buddy.
Keep your heads up.
Here's Prather. Chance for the front 9 for Portland. En route to a Game 2 win. Prather, 4th slot. Malott, the anchor bowler. Tap on the 10, and no. It stands an 0-300 game, but what an effort for Portland in Game 2.
Good one. That's still the Rubicon? Yeah, okay.
Is it my fault, my jinx?
Well, what do you think? No, Dave, you're fine. You know, it's kind of insulting of the 10-pin, though, to kind of wiggle it.
Just
Prather.
tease you like that.
You know, it's like, if you're going to stand, just stand up. Let's sit there and wiggle.
What do you think?
It's the other ball.
François Lavoie. A strike for Las Vegas.
Damn, that looks good.
Go, buddy. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, very nice.
Millions of kids nationwide are without their normal access to sports and play due to COVID-19. That's why Fox Sports has teamed up with Good Sports to restore play for kids and the community organizations that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. You can also help keep kids in the game by donating to Restore Play. Visit goodsports.org to learn more. Wes Malott steps up, knocks them all down.
Timmy Mack, why the big turnaround this game in Game 2?
Well, we made some changes with balls, and which one, the weak one or the strong one? Sorry, Randy, just a second, please.
Take your time, man.
Which one do you want, Randy? Which one do you want? Huh? Oh, the other one, okay. Randy, we know this is going to be a battle. You know, we know Las Vegas has earned their right to be here, and they're got a lot of momentum going. We had really good communication in the break, and you know, we feel pretty comfortable with some of the moves we've made. You know, if you look at the moves since the first half of the first game, you know, we've got about 15 out of 16 strikes, so we're feeling comfortable.
Give me some specifics. I mean, you guys shot 197 the first game. You could have shot 300 if it wasn't for the wiggly 10-pin that Prather left. So give me some specifics on what you did.
Listen, we feel like this lane hooks a little bit harder off the spot, and we feel like in the beginning of the first game we got a couple of the balls too far right. So we actually we talked about where Las Vegas was getting their balls at the break point, and we tried to bring our break point in a little bit and keep it in the oil so the ball actually goes through the pins a little bit better. And as you can see, you know, our carry was really good that game. So we're right back in this match, Randy.
What do you do now moving over to the right lane?
We make the same changes we made in the beginning of the first game, where we had a good second half of the game. We feel comfortable about going back over there. And if we can get our balls at the right break point, we should give these guys a good battle this Game 3.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Randy.
Love the insight, love the access with manager Tim Mack. Getting Wes Malott the ball he wanted to finish out the game.
That wasn't the shot I would have thrown.
That was great.
You know what I'm seeing is I think the right lane's a little trickier. It looks like there's some hang to the right. It looks like the left lane is hooking more, which is good because the players know that there's a definite hook spot on that left lane. The problem is Portland decided to start these finals on that right lane. If we go to a Game 5, they'll finish on that right lane. I think it's the tougher of the two lanes.
Numbers bear that out, Randy, no question. 278 for Portland, left lane. Game 2. Anderson finishing up Game 2 for Las Vegas. 278, 218. Game 2 to Portland, and Randy, we're all even up in the best of 5.
Well, now it's going to come down to the last 3 games to determine who will take home the 2020 Elias Cup.
The Washington Mall, reflecting pool, and the beautiful historic Lincoln Memorial, not far, about 20-minute drive from here. Bowlero Centreville in Virginia. If you're in the area, it's a can't miss. Just amazing. Take a look at our Gold Bowling Elias Cup flashback. July of 2019, Bayside Bowl, Portland. Lumberjacks knocked off LAX 2-0-2-0 in the double race, the two to win their first ever PBA League Elias Cup. Knocked off the Styles, the Strikers. LAX in the championship. Lumberjacks with Kyle Troup, who's back, Mitch Houpe, Kris Prather is back, Simonelli, and of course, the Big Nasty himself, Wes Malott. Randy, you were there. What a scene.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. So much fun, and you know, everybody was so pumped for Charlie Mitchell, Bayside Bowl, and all the great fans in Portland, Maine.
To the right. If it's going to be right, it's going to be a little bit longer right, so that ball doesn't burn up.
Bracket this year, Anthony Division and Carter Division. Randy, PBA League expanded to 12 teams. The two women's teams as well, 4 expansion teams, one of which, Las Vegas, is here in the championship match tonight.
Yeah, you know, right now, my thoughts are with the 2 lanes. And right as we went to break, the manager for the Philly Hitmen, Jason Couch, hit me up with a text saying that the right lane all week is hooked a little bit on the early side and kind of bailed down lane, meaning that the ball would start to read early and then it would lose a little bit of motion as it traveled down lane. And with the lanes being a little bit tighter to start tonight, you can kind of see what Jason's talking about. So for me, the big question is, how do the players adjust to that right lane? I think it's the tougher of the 2 lanes, and if we do go 5 games, Portland has to finish on that lane.
Left lane average, Randy, 265. Right lane average, 207.5 through 2 games. That's a huge difference.
Right.
Now we're 1 game each. Let's look ahead of the next maybe 3 games. What do you think?
Well, again, I think it's an advantage to be on the left lane, and so that's going to go to Las Vegas. I mean, who knows? These guys are so good at making adjustments. They know their equipment inside and out, and they have managers to help them. So it's still a coin flip.
Game 3 is coming up from here in Centerville, Virginia. PBA League, they're all playing for this, the Elias Cup. Portland won last year. Was it Vegas' turn this year? We'll find out. Game 3 is next here on FS1. Sunday on Fox, it's a star-studded showdown in Big D as Baker Mayfield and the Browns take on Dak, Zeke, and the Cowboys. Or you can catch the Giants versus the Rams. Check your local listings for the game in your area or watch it on the Fox Sports app.
Are your Vikings going to win?
I hope so.
Finally?
Man, I hope so. 0-3, tough.
I think my Rams are getting a bye this week. They're playing the Giants.
Here in the PBA League, we are tied 1 game each. Best of 5, game 3. No lineup change for either team. Larsen starts with a strike.
Here's the number that you want to pay attention to right there. That's the break point. We've seen shots get right of that, like out to 2-3, that never made it back to the pocket. So I think they're going to move in and just try to stay away from that extreme outside part of the lane. Try to maybe keep their break point inside of 5.
A.J. Johnson gets a start at game 3 for Vegas. In that 1-3 pocket. Shreds the rack. Here's the Pac-Man with a strike. And we've got a perfect start here in game 3.
Yeah, the guys are building a trough on this oil pattern. You can see the right-handers where they're playing. And so when the Lumberjacks moved over to the right lane, they just tried to get just the inside of that worn area. Packy, he's on an island all by himself.
Ruiz.
Come on, baby. Come
Bingo.
on. Great shot. Come on. Shit, man.
Yeah.
Strike fest. Numbers for Troup so far. Defending champs. Blasted in game 1. Big comeback game 2. But since that slow start on the right lane in game 1, they've been bowling well there, and it continues with Troup.
Well, I don't think you can get it back any farther right than that.
Yeah. Got to pick it out. Got to pick it out.
But I could be wrong. Kyle Troup's got a lot of power. You can see 488 rev rate at 19 miles an hour. So, but they've definitely moved more towards the center part of the lane. He's got a good look now. At least he did on that shot.
Good to see Kyle smile a little bit. Troup, there it is. It's pretty intense this week.
He's a pretty intense guy when he's on the lanes.
Teece, Vegas, ring and 10 pin.
Got it. All right. Great shot.
Streak of perfection in game 3 comes to an end.
Six around the 10. That's a ring and 10. When a 6-pin just kind of lays dead in the gutter, that's called a weak 10. Or a flat 10. Or a quitter 10.
All right, boys. Come on, boys. All right, let's go.
Well, there's other things you can call the ring 10, Dave, but I just can't say them on television. It's the same.
So don't, please.
No.
Oh, never.
Here we go.
I call him Shark. Clark Kent. I call him one of the best bowlers in the world. He has been on fire the last year. Kris Prather.
Let's go.
Chicagoland drives all 10 back for Kris.
Picasso, baby, Picasso. Way to paint the picture.
Tim Mack.
Way to paint the picture. Good job.
Calling him Picasso. Way to paint the picture.
That's great, Tim.
Right on top of that track.
They are matching the path to the pocket. Look at that. That's a great view of it. On the oil panel here. Lavoie. Back-to-back ringing 10s.
Nice shot, come on.
Back-to-back ring 10s for the high rollers. And not what you want to see when the Lumberjacks are cutting it up, starting with the front 4.
All right, buddy. All right, boys.
Got the mark, got the 10 pin. Game 1, a blowout win for Las Vegas. All Portland game 2.
Good rhythm here, let's go.
Flirting with a 300 game. Now game 3, but on the tricky right lane, Wes Malott and company are perfect again. Open here for the front 5.
That's why it's 1.5.
The nickel complete. Woo! 5 up, 5 down.
Yeah, baby.
Lumberjack chop.
I didn't get out of it clean either, but
That's why we moved the extra high.
That's a huge break. Trip 4. Wow. Pretty cool when you're the Lumberjacks.
Anderson. Wow.
Back.
Back ringing 10 pins?
Yeah, that. It's crazy.
Thanks.
3 completely different styles and rolls, and all 3 are ringing 10s. I mean, Andrew, Frankie, and Ildemaro don't throw the ball anything like one another in terms of ball roll. And they all leave ring 10s. Crazy.
Good shots, boys. Good shots.
Big 33-pin lead for the Lumberjacks. We're in game 3. We're just outside our nation's capital. And, oh, by the way, this is the finals of the Elias Cup.
You're watching the PBA on FS1 Head to PBA.com to check out the PBA Pro Bowling video game. The game features the top PBA pros, real equipment, authentic oil patterns, more than 100 tournaments, and online play now available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and for your PC. Here we go. Second half of Game 3, all-tie, best-of-5, 1-1 Elias Cup Championship 2020. And Portland with a perfect game so far, which continues the trip 10 for Martin Larsen.
Where to go off there? Where to go? Where to stick? Where to trust it?
Martin Larsen has not missed tonight. Back-to-back games where the Lumberjacks have the front six. For last game, they threw the first 8 in a row, and then that wiggling 10 left by Kris Prather, and a big 278 to even up this finals. Now A.J. Johnson steps up on the left lane.
Only one miss tonight, and that was 9 spare for A.J.
Oh, we're not going anywhere. Let's go. Come on.
Always intense.
Too much? Too much? I mean,
never enough.
It's
no.
No, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of a guy doing a celebration dance when he scores a touchdown in the NFL and the score's 42-7. I mean, I get that you want to keep your guys in it, but AJ, you're down by 43. All right, never mind.
Uh-oh, there goes the perfect game, and a tough 3-7 split here for the lefty, Packy Hanrahan.
We want to make sure one here. Yep, count. Make sure one.
Game changer.
Well, Tim Mack's telling him, all right, just guarantee us you get one, but watch how far to the left this ball gets. And comes in late, leaving the 3-7. Second time he's left this.
Tough spare try. You saw the number trying for it. 7 up, so an open frame. And while they're watching, the high roller is suddenly down by 29 pins, which makes the Johnson strike so big to begin the second half of this game 3.
Dave, I really don't think he tried to make that. He wanted to make sure he covered one pin to save the count. That's what they were talking about with manager Tim Mack.
Cut it to 19.
Yeah,
you bet.
Yeah! I knew it! I fucking knew it!
We apologize for that. Emotions running high here. Very intense. So Lumberjacks, the lead shrinking to 19. Working on the open. Troup steps up, knocks them all down. Perfect shot in that 1-3 pocket.
Well, he, just like a good Lumberjack does, he got up there and just split some wood. But this shot here is about as perfect as you can throw it. And right after the open frame by Packy. Max score for them is 266. Max score for Las Vegas, 257. What a great shot by Kyle Troup. Now, Richie Teece, his team working on a double, trying to get back in this. At one time, the Lumberjacks had a 43-pin lead. Now it's just 19.
Chance to cut it to 9. He'll do it.
Let's go! Come on!
Richie Teece is pumped up.
Check out this shot here. He carries that light mixer for 3 in a row, and then this reaction from Richie Teece. I'm not sure if that's the Incredible Hulk or if he used to work at Chippendales.
Prather.
Uh-oh.
4-pin.
Good shot. Come on.
Boy, did this turn around real quick.
Did it ever. The front 6 for Portland. And then free fall.
Lumberjacks in danger of actually losing this game now after squandering away a 43-pin lead with just one shot in the 7th frame.
Spare the Game brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low. Save money at rate.com today. Big one for Kris there. You had to have it.
I can pretty much guarantee you he wasn't going to miss that. Good spare shooter.
Lavoie steps up. And
oh, no!
What a game changer again. It's a 7-10. Can you believe it?
Are you kidding me?
Vegas had a turkey, and they were trying to take the lead.
Wow.
Make
Unreal.
Came pretty close there, actually kicking it across the deck. For that 7-pin, it is a near impossible spare to pick up.
Only 3 times in the history of professional bowling on television has the 7-10 been made.
Not since '91. Guess they rooked Tucson, Arizona. That's a long time ago.
Any mark will do. That was almost zero.
That's good enough. I got the job done.
Flirting with a channel.
And he didn't need a mark. He just needed 9.
That's good enough. We got it. It's already over. We're up by 1 even if you fly. But make it so we can get another ball.
I mean, just
job, boys.
back and forth and just crazy. I mean, this ball by Wes Malott was so far to the right, and it hangs on, and 9 was all he needed. 9 on the first ball.
What do you want to see? All right. I'm going to throw that one again.
Huh?
I'm going to throw that one again.
Okay.
Game 3 win wrapped up for Portland.
Well, yeah. I'm just not going to get it right.
If it's going to be right, it's going to be long right. It's a little
And
quick
the best
right,
of 5, they'll have a 2 games to 1 lead.
Oh, I just need to throw it better, yeah.
Okay. Go get him.
Crazy. Pocket 7-10 by Frankie Lavoie in the 9th frame just did the high rollers in. They could have struck out, shut out the Lumberjacks.
Right,
and now it's a 2-1 lead for Portland.
Way to go.
Gotta get loose.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Hey, boys, good job. We got 1 to go.
Did what I needed to do.
Anderson will finish it out. It's just a matter of the final score now for Las Vegas. Won the first game 252-197. It was all Portland 278-218 in game 2. And in a wild back and forth game 3, it goes to the Lumberjacks.
Is that a strike?
No, you didn't, dude.
After they squandered a huge lead.
There was one in the middle left.
I think it's the one in the front.
It's the biggest one too?
I actually might throw a shot at you. I think I could hit it.
Tim Mack, Andrew Henderson having a little fun here. Got a re-rack.
Doesn't look much bigger. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm good, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to.
Let's take it back. Let's take it
We've
home.
got to get.
Let's
We've
take
got
it
to
home
defend
to
this in
Portland,
Portland
boys.
right here.
Take it on to Portland.
One shot at a time, boys.
We get the job done right now.
We do it here, and we will party when we get there
Let's
next
go.
year.
All right.
No matter what team anybody's on.
Let's take it home.
Yes, we will.
Let's take it home.
Another shout out to the folks at Bayside in Portland, Maine. Anderson finishes out this game.
All right, brother. All right.
And Portland has the lead in the best of 5. 2 games to 1. A chance to wrap up in game 4 when we return to Centerville, Virginia. It's the PBA League on FS1. Larsen and company, the great start. Vegas came back, but in the end, too much Portland in game 3. Capitol Hill not far from where we are here in Centerville, Virginia. Ready to resume 2020 PBA League, playing for the Elias Cup. And Portland is 1 game away in the best of 5 with a 2 games to 1 lead.
Right here, kid.
Larsen leads it off again. For the Lumberjacks, he's been perfect tonight. Left lane for this game for Portland. Stays perfect. Martin Larsen.
We're going to talk to Amletto Monticelli, the manager of the High Rollers. Amletto, how do you rally the troops?
Well, we just changed the lineup. Now it's going to start François. Second is going to be Ildemaro. Richie third. Fourth is going to be Anderson, and AJ is going to be the anchor.
Why the change?
Well, I mean, I want them to be sure they need to make changes, which they didn't really know what to do now, according to the reaction they have. And I needed to have somebody that was sure what was going to do, and then leave them alone and try to, reflect a little bit what's going on and see what decision they're going to make. And I told them, whatever decision you make, just be committed and trusted.
Thanks, Amletto.
Thank you.
Tough start, Amletto.
Yeah, you
split, and the 8-pin stands in the 8-10.
You make that roster change, and then all of a sudden your leadoff bowler starts with an open frame. That's a little disheartening.
So what a chance here early in Game 4 for Portland.
You see the 3 opens there for Packy. All 3 were the 3-7 split. On the left lane, I think the left lane is a little bit more predictable.
Just wait till you pick up the ball when he's up.
To Mack, manager, higher seed Portland. Chose to finish on the right lane if it went to 5 games. But all the Lumberjacks are thinking about right now is putting this away in 4. Looking for an early great start. They'll get it. 8 goes late. Back-to-back jacks to start the 4th game for Portland. That was big.
Way to go. Give me some.
Great shot by Packy right out of the open frame from Vegas. And he does exactly what professionals do. They take advantage of openings.
Get that! Get that! Come on!
And that was directed right at the Vegas team. Make no mistake about it. And probably that man right there.
Ruiz, big strike.
Come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on. Do this. Let's do this.
And what I don't get is how his ball goes by so far. The other mine are like tossing at it.
Yeah, he got started slowly, but now he's 4 of 4 since that slow start. In Kyle Troup, the last couple of shots, he's just been aces.
Yeah, baby. Way to make a move.
Troup, there it is. It's another perfect start for Portland. That's been the theme of the night. Great starts after Game 1. They've been almost invincible since the first half of the first game.
They got off to that rough start, but I'll tell you what, I'll add them up here real quick. But since that tough start, Lumberjacks have thrown 2, 4, 5. I'll get to it in a minute.
Teece up for Las Vegas. Big strike.
Come on!
Since the first half of Game 1, they've thrown 23 strikes.
Oh. Mowing them down, as does England's Richie Teece, trying to keep his team into it emotionally and physically. It's a 21-pin lead. Another perfect start for Portland, going for the front 4 with Prather. Huge lineup change for Amletto Monticelli. And it was a disastrous start with his new leadoff bowler Lavoie leaving the 8-10 split. Prather.
Uh-oh.
2-10.
Wasn't very good. They try to make this.
Wasn't very good. I think he threw it bad.
Run it down, KP.
Said it wasn't very good. The ball never grabbed the lane, and it right when it got to the spot where it looked like it was going to turn to the left, it just kept going. You heard Timmy Mack say, just make it. Just go for it. Just hydroplanes pretty much the whole way down the lane.
How about it?
Oh yeah, baby!
Off the back wall.
That's why you used to pass
the
the ball
210.
baby.
Incredible Incredible conversion for Prather.
Well, sometimes you just get a sign that it's going to be your time.
And for the first time in this year's PBA League, Kris Prather gets emotional. I mean, that was a remarkable conversion and the center response. And Vegas is not going to go down quietly here. I've seen a lot of split conversions, some amazing shots. I'm not sure I've seen the 210 made that way before. Not exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we see it every now and then. We see it bounce, but I mean, and we've seen it before on television.
Right.
But
not
this is
the
a
way
pretty critical moment.
Way it bounced off the back wall and hit the ball.
Attaboy,
Incredible.
Attaboy. We'll take it and run.
Wes Malott stays solid. Anchor spot for Portland.
Lined up right there. Good job, guys. Good start. Good start this game.
But Vegas.
One good one, one good one, one good one, one good one. We take it home. Let's go.
After that tough start from Lavoie, looking here with their new anchor bowler, A.J. Johnson, for a four-bagger and the lead.
They're putting a guy at anchor who's never won a PBA title. And that shows you just how much confidence Hall of Famer Malott Monticelli has in his crew.
That's a great point. Very few have been better this year in the PBA League than this guy. Johnson trying to live up to the anchor spot. He does. And he's pumped.
Pretty good shot.
Because
Honestly.
Vegas takes a lead.
Pretty good shot right there. We're game 4. Must win for Vegas or they are done, and the champs will retain the title.
The online graphics you see tonight, including the ball tracer, courtesy of Clutch Bowling. As always, Randy, looking good.
Now, look at the adjustments the Lumberjacks have made since the first time we showed you this graphic. It's a good 7 boards left for Wes Malott. A good 5 boards left for Prather. Everybody's moved in. And look at the angles through the front part of the lane and how far to the right these players are slinging those bowling balls. Good.
Second half, game 4. Vegas on a 4-bagger.
Let's go, another good one here. Let's
and
go.
top of the lineup for Martin Larsen.
Here we go.
7
right
for
here.
7 tonight for Lucky Larsen. How about that?
You think there's a reason why Tim Mack chose Martin Larsen?
And a chance for Portland to regain the lead here with a strike.
Yeah,
Another
yes.
one.
Way to go, Martin. Come on, Dominic. Way to go, baby. Way to go.
Another one.
Way to stay perfect. Way to be. Good job.
8 for 8. Spectacular effort from Martin Larsen.
Remember last year he was almost killed while walking across the street. He got hit by a car carrying a case of water on his shoulder. Never saw the car coming. And it was the case of water that actually saved him. It's good to see Martin back.
Sure is. Lavoie bringing 10-pin. Better than the 8-10.
Great shot.
Or the 7-10.
Great pitch.
Much.
You didn't need that wiped off?
Numbers for Lavoie. Here in game 4, only a 10-pin spread. See the max scores. There's the 10-pin.
All right, boys.
This could go right down to the wire at the end of game 4.
Couldn't be any better.
And if Las Vegas wins it, we're going to a 5th and deciding game here in Centerville, Virginia.
If Packy strikes on this ball, we might be able to hear Bayside Bowl all the way from Portland, Maine.
Get ready, Bayside. 6-pin.
Yeah, it was right of target, and he knew it.
Good 9, good 9.
I think it's a pretty
Run that
fortunate 9. You hear Timmy Mack, good 9, good 9.
Flirting with a split, you're right.
Shoot the one, babe.
Now look at the max scores. Might go down to the
job,
last
Packy,
shot.
Good job.
6
Way to
pin.
go, babe. Way to go.
Packy Hanrahan takes
Good
care
job,
of
Pat.
business.
Good job.
That was a nice break for Packy, but even a bigger break for the high rollers. It keeps this manageable. It's only 9 pin difference between the two.
This guy has known his manager, Malott Monticelli, since he was 2 years old. The two families, very good friends in Venezuela. Ildemaro, Ruiz, huge shot. Big strike for Vegas.
Pretty good there.
He has bowled so well.
Mack scored 257 for the Lumberjacks, 258 for the high rollers. 5 of 5 since that slow start for this man.
Troup didn't like it.
Way too far to the right there.
Don't hurt us right there. Miss it there. Don't hurt us. Spare it up. We got a lot of room left. Got a lot of room left. Good job. Good job.
Amazing how back and forth it can go, Dave.
Any up. We're good.
Come on, boys. Bring it home. Bring it home. Y'all too.
Start thinking about what we got to do on the next lane. All right, that one's over. That one's done. We got to start thinking about what we got to do on the next lane.
Troup is frustrated. Teece, 8th frame for the lead. Richie Teece from England with love.
Come on!
What a shot from Teece.
Well, you can see just how these guys are mirroring one another. And we've got a new leader here in game 4. No matter what the Lumberjacks do, they cannot shut out Las Vegas high rollers. Prather trying to set up the table for Wes Malott here in the 9th frame.
Last time that amazing 210 conversion. Oh,
we're going to 5s. We are going to 5, ladies and gentlemen.
2, 4, 8, 10.
Couldn't have thrown that one any better.
He liked it. You hear him? He couldn't have thrown it any better. So transition, maybe early hook up front, making the ball lose some energy early. Who knows? It's hard to see from here, but you know, you got to side with the player when a player feels like he threw it really good.
Come on, KP. Show us.
Less than 9% to make this one. Got only 8 pins for Prather.
Right.
You heard him say it. He liked the
All
shot.
right, we got to start thinking about the next game.
And Tim Mack's looking ahead of game 5.
That's why I thought the first one, but you said the first one was good, and then not.
Double race the 2 format last year. Brand new. That's the 5 in 2020 for PBA League.
Bats! Dig to the nets! Come on! Come on! You like that?
That was pretty damn
We
good.
ain't done!
Get too comfortable.
Intensity hitting new levels now. Wes Malott wrapping up the game.
Another one. Another one.
Throw another one.
Good job.
I think somebody from the Lumberjacks said, "Don't get too comfortable."
I did hear that.
Did you hear that? I think it was directed. I think that's where it came from. I'm not sure.
That's fine.
It had to.
Yeah. You know,
I'm not sure who though. It might have been Prather.
yeah, maybe. After Kris bounced that 2-pin out and made the 210, I really thought that, especially after they doubled up after it,
Get all 10,
I
Wes.
really thought this was over, that they were going to win in 4, and then all of a sudden it turned into a freak show.
Hey, not bad. Post it. Give me a good one, okay?
It is interesting, too, in terms of the energy level, because Malott Monticelli might be the most mellow, coolest, calmest Hall of Famer, classiest guys you've ever been around.
Good job.
And his team has been a live wire, to say the least, here at PBA League.
Yeah, dude.
AJ needs 8 pins officially to wrap this one up. And that will force a 5th game to determine the 2020 PBA League champ.
Some great moves by Malott Monticelli. Shuffled this lineup around. It didn't look very good to start.
It was bold.
With
a bold move, Randy.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It didn't look very good when Frankie started with that 2-8-10 and the 2-pin fell. And so he started with a split and an open frame, but
Come on.
worked out in his favor, that's for sure. We're all tied up, folks. Couldn't have asked for a better scenario. A 5th and deciding game to determine the Elias Cup champions. Malott, nice move with your roster there. Were you a little worried after the open frame in the first?
Well, I was, but at the same time, I knew he was a little confused, but I knew that the other guys, they were pretty much sure what they were going to do. So.
All right, Malott, what do you do now moving back over to the left lane?
I think we're going to stay the same. Same lineup we have right now.
Okay, but what about your strategy on how to play that left lane?
Well, I think, well, that's a good question. I need a couple of minutes to think about that one.
Uh-oh, I actually asked a good question. Thanks for that, Malott. So your picture about the left lane is not completely clear?
Well, actually, it was, if you think about it. I mean, they hit the pocket, the whole time, except Anderson at the end, he was trying something different, but because we didn't have a chance. But, seeing what the guys did, but I think they were circling the ball a little more than we did. We were a little more direct than, except Ildemaro, if you think about it. So I think they're going to do the same thing they did because they didn't play the same like them.
All right, Malott, thanks very much. Good luck at Game 5.
All right, thanks.
It's what you want in team sports. Anytime you have a playoff, a championship round, you want it to go the distance. We're going to get that tonight in Centreville, Virginia. Game 5 on the way here on FS1. A must-see, awe-inspiring, tremendously beautiful Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. A very short drive from here in Centreville, Virginia. Here we go. Game 5. Best of 5. All tied 2-2. Portland and Vegas. Winner takes it all.
Dave, you went out for a nice hike today, didn't you?
I did.
Beautiful day today.
It was fabulous. As you mentioned, it rained here last night heavily. And then about 55 degrees this morning. It's chilly.
5th and final game.
Larsen. First miss of the night. Entire match.
Yeah. First non-strike for Martin Larsen.
Good shot, though.
And it only took over 2 hours. That's how solid he's been.
Hey, boys. Good job, good shot, good start, really good. Really good.
You know what Timmy Mack is referring to, really good, because the other players get a read off of that ball motion. The players stood behind, watched where that ball hit the lane, watched what target it rolled over, watched how far to the right it went, and what it did. The entire ball reaction gave the other players a read.
Be right.
Lavoie. Yes. What a start to Game 5 for Vegas.
You know, we started out talking about how I thought the left lane was a little bit better than the right lane, and I think the left lane now is going to be a little tricky. We saw a couple of balls from the Lumberjacks really labor like they were rolling uphill when the players got it to the right. I wonder if Las Vegas high rollers are going to have the same trouble.
Yes! Good job, Pack. Good job. That's a good job right
Packy
there. That's a good job. Way to go,
Hanrahan
man.
shreds the rack. Those pins had no chance.
Yeah, Packy. Good job, Pack. That one.
Yeah, it was a great shot here by Packy. Stayed nice and balanced.
Mows them over. Wow.
You know, I think
Great
we got
shot.
We got on this lane last time.
Ruiz
So
steps
good.
up.
Should be a good shape.
Do me a favor here, take a deep breath.
Really good there by Ruiz for a double early. Now Kyle Troup to even it up.
Troup, third position. Portland. You bet.
Good job. Way to stay in the moment. Stay in the moment.
I'll tell you what, after the slow start for Kyle, he's been
One more like that, all right?
pretty amazing since.
Good job.
This is execution at its finest, folks, right there. I like the calm demeanor, not the over the top.
Good job.
We'll give a real quick shout out to Del Ballard. We've got some good news from his wife, Carolyn, that he's out of surgery and he's doing well. Rest up, my friend. Can't wait to see you again.
Teece.
Yeah! Del Ballard, the manager of the Motown Muscle. For those of you that weren't watching yesterday or last night, he went into surgery this morning. And Del Ballard, the Hall of Famer, is doing great.
So good to hear. Get well soon, Del.
All right, to pull back to even, Kris Prather.
Perfect start, Vegas. Every shot huge now. Prather. What? Nice.
Way to go. Good job. Way to go. And that's good stuff right there. Good stuff. Rolled it perfect. Rolled it perfect.
I moved 1.5
Pressure
off of where I was
is building.
the last shot over here. Where I pulled.
A cup wrist and then that snap at the bottom. And look at that follow through to go to the left side of his head.
Anderson steps up.
All right, buddy.
Trouble.
All right, all right. All right, give it a run.
2-4-10.
That was a good arrow right of where he wanted it. You could see right there. It got out to the 2 board. And it's not coming back from there. And very crucial time to leave the 2-4-10.
Richie converts! What a shot from Anderson.
Yeah, great conversion.
I saw it.
Great conversion right here. Boy, that was pretty special.
Keeps Vegas clean. Now they did start with the first 3. Wes and Portland hoping for the 4-bagger, which they've got.
Take the lead. Come on. What a beauty. Great boy.
You don't see a lot of hooping going on the Lumberjacks side, do you? They're all business.
Not nearly as much as with Vegas.
They're all business. I mean, it's really 2 completely different atmospheres. You know, you've got the Las Vegas, the young guys really screaming and hollering, and then you've got the veterans who have won this before, and you got Timmy going down the line. One more good one, one more good one, one more good one.
Johnson, anchor bowler, high rollers. Boom!
How about you can't hear the ball hit the lane when AJ throws it? What a match we've got going here. It's the 5th and final game to determine the 2020 Elias Cup champions.
It's the PBA League on FS1, and what a finish we've got for you bowling fans from Centreville, Virginia. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler with you. Lumberjacks.
Come in, Martin. Come in.
Beginning the second half of Game 5, up 13, trying for a 5-bagger and a 23-pin lead. Larsen trying to cap off an incredible night. Does it again.
Come on.
Wow.
That's you, baby. Way to go, kid. Way to go.
Don't go in the
Well, he's only missed once all night.
I can't do better.
He just said he can't do any better.
Come on, baby. Come on. That's you, baby.
The star from Sweden gets it done. Lavoie from Quebec, Canada. Answers.
Let's go, boys. Thanks for waiting. I'm back, baby.
13-pin match.
This might be the biggest shot of Packy's young career coming up right here.
Arguably.
Keep throwing it good. Get the lane.
The lefty steps up.
Get up the lane, Packy!
Crushes the rack again.
Get up the lane. Oh, boy, Pack man. Do your job. Way to do your job. Way to do your job. Baby. Do your job, baby. Way to
Great
do your
shot,
job.
Packy. Now, Ildemaro Ruiz, who's been tough as nails throughout the competition, steps up and he's trying to cut the deficit to 13. And it's almost about that time. You know what time that is, right?
What time is it?
It's like that do or die time. It's getting pretty close to that.
Near perfect tonight. Ruiz.
There it is.
He missed the mark. He missed the mark. 210. He was way off.
Come on.
I
give it a
said
run,
at the
give it a
start
run.
of this game, that left lane
you
has
never
got
know,
a
bro.
little
Give it a
wiggle
run.
spot down lane.
Give it a run, bro. Give it a run.
There it is.
Prather made it on this lane.
Anderson left his because he was just way too far wide or right at the arrows. That looked like a pretty good shot. Hits that little splash of oil right in front of the 1-3, and it just kept going.
210. Tough to make it. And Ruiz whiffs.
Okay.
He tried the best he could.
And you know what? You
Look
don't
at the
want
lead now for Portland.
you don't want to see this guy up right now. This guy has been a monster since the first 2 shots he threw. Well, I should say the first 3. The third shot he tripped the 2-pin forward. But ever since then, he's been unstoppable.
Chance for a 49-pin lead. And to all but put it away with a 7-bagger for Portland, Kyle Troup. What do you say, Kyle? Give it!
Don't be great. For base on, baby. Right there. Come on, boys.
Nastier than a vulture's breath right there. Charlie Mitchell, base side ball.
Shut the door right now.
Put the champagne on ice. These boys are one more strike away from bringing home the trophy once again.
Slams the door. And up steps Richie Teece of Great Britain, who's bowled so well from just outside London. A great European champion.
Go through it.
Bring in 10-pin.
All right, boys. All right.
You never know. Come on.
Max score if he converts 231 for Las Vegas High Rollers.
Don't be the shark, okay?
The Lumberjacks are already in the 250s.
Or Tim Mack, go be the shark. One of Kris Prather's nicknames. There's a 10-pin.
All right, boys. All right.
Portland about to put this away.
Guaranteed. 100%. Formation.
Kris, Prather.
Yes, baby! Yes! Oh, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the worst celebration ever because I
Way to be great, baby. Way to be great. Way to be great. Good job, boy.
Good.
Way to be great.
Multiple celebrations, including the headbutt from Tim Mack. Strike for Anderson.
Hi, buddy.
It is all but over
Take us home, Wes.
2 in a row, baby. 2 in a row. How about that?
here in Centerville,
Love you,
Virginia.
Bayside. Love you, Charlie. Del Ballard Jr., we love you too. Get better, pal. We love you.
Big West can strike out for 290. Talk about winning with authority. The Lumberjacks back-to-back.
Bayside, that's for you.
Don't matter.
That's okay. Good job, baby. Fill it up.
Fill
Fill it
up,
up, boys.
party next year.
Let's go, baby. Good job, boys. Proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Mathematically over. Portland has wrapped up the 2020 PBA League Elias Cup Championship. They have won their second straight Elias Cup. It goes to Portland tonight. It doesn't matter. Portland, the Lumberjacks, champions again in the PBA League. Some Lumberjack love to Bayside up in Portland, Maine. Manager Mack. And the Lumberjacks do it again. Back-to-back Jacks for the Lumberjacks. They've got the cup once again. Portland, they're champs.
Love you guys. Woo!
The PBA on FS1 is brought to you by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news or to locate a bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. By Lightlight, the official plant-based burger partner for the PBA. At Lightlight, our passion is making great tasting plant-based food with simple, clean ingredients. And by Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low. Save money at rate.com today. Not far from Washington, D.C., the Portland Lumberjacks are Elias Cup champs again. Kimberly with the happy winners.
Happy is an understatement. There was a lot of celebration going on over the break. I wish you guys would have seen that. But Tim Mack, let's start with you because back-to-back wins. Describe what this moment is like for you guys.
Listen, it's unbelievable. I got to say thank you to all the guys here. They performed unbelievable. I want to say a big shout out to Coley Edison and all the PBA staff and everybody here at Bowlero for giving us the opportunity to showcase our great sport. And Tom Clark, get well. We know you're at home, and it's just been a great week and a fabulous time with these guys. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys, and I'm just tickled pink, really, to be honest with you. It's so great to be with such an easy group of guys that communicate so well and that feed off of one another so well. And we're just really proud to say thank you to Bayside as well. And Charlie, we love you guys.
Now let's talk about that communication for a minute. Kyle, this one's going to go to you because I saw you guys talking a lot throughout the matches. What is it you guys say to each other that you always bring out your A game?
Hey, we've got to stay focused, trust our process. I didn't have the best day today, but my teammate was here for all. The teammates were here for me. The communication was great. We stick to our process, and if we do what we can do, the rest will come.
Well, you guys are walking away the champions today, but it is time for me to hand out the Roth MVP, and this one is going to go to, can we guess it? It's Mr. Wes Malott. So why don't you go ahead and take this for you?
Thank you.
Back-to-back MVPs for the big fella.
That's right. So you've won this twice now. How is it you always handle the pressure? You handled it, you always come up with the anger, and you just do what you need to do every single time. How is it you always handle that?
Well, honestly, Kimberly, as I said the other day, these guys make it easy on me. As Kyle said, today wasn't his best day. And honestly, I can tell you, I don't know that it was any one of our best days. But when a team gels, anything can happen. We all have each other's back, and honestly, I want to give this to our manager, Tim Mack. He deserves this more than anybody. Timmy is our guy. He is the one that gets us together. He's the one that keeps us pumped up. I think Timmy deserves this. This is for you, buddy.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate it. I mean, what a moment.
Sweet. Kris, last thing is to you. Anything you guys want to say to Bayside Bowl, because they are out there watching you guys and the fans cheering you guys on from Bayside.
We love you guys. We wish you were here, but we're bringing the cup back to defend it at Bayside next year.
Congratulations, Portland Lumberjacks, the 2020 Elias Cup champions.
Bring it back home.
Woo! Back to back, baby.
Love you guys.
That's what I'm talking about. We love you, Bayside. Woo!
What a moment, and what a celebration
Back to back, 2 in a row.
for the team manager and MVP, Tim Mack. Wes Malott wins back-to-back MVP awards, the Mark Roth Award winner, back-to-back Elias Cups for Portland. That was a tremendous effort, but they were tested by expansion Vegas, going 5 games.
Absolutely. You know, obviously this is a pretty special group of guys that Tim Mack has assembled, and I think Wes Malott said it best, how they all just gel. But I think there was a lot of MVPs on the Lumberjacks tonight. If you look at what Kyle Troup did after his slow start, he only missed once after game 1. You look at what Martin Larsen did from that number 1 spot, that number 1 position, and then a rookie to the Elias Cup, Packy Hanrahan, and how great he performed. It was a true team effort, and they deserve it. I mean, they came up big in the 5th and deciding game, and they weren't going to be denied tonight.
4 great days of live bowling on FS1. We started with 12 teams. We finished with 1, the 2020 Elias Cup champs. It's Portland again for a 2nd straight year. Upcoming PBA coverage, the Storm PBA World Series of Bowling, Sunday, October 4th, 5:30 Eastern, here on FS1. Go Bowling PBA Cheetah Championship, followed at 7:30 Eastern on FS1. PBA Chameleon Championship, Monday, October 5th, 9 Eastern, here on FS1. The Scorpion Championship as well. All coming your way. It's the PBA on FS1. Now, for the entire crew, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Presley. It's Dave Ryan saying so long for a final time for the 2020 PBA League. Congratulations to Portland. The Lumberjacks have won the Elias Cup again in the bigger and better PBA League from 8 to 12 teams. With expansion, in the end, we saw excellence for the team that won it last year. The Portland Lumberjacks, Elias Cup champs again.